Hello my friends and welcome back to Innisphere Wars.
Interface initiated.
It is ObLoM again against Cheshire Cat. And considering that every video we've watched of ObLoM, he's won, I'm going to root against him this time. Funny to have the battle from his perspective though.
Yep.
ObLoM here seems to have a spider, a Jaeger mech. Let's see what else he's got.
Let's move.
It's a missile Jaeger as well, interestingly enough. I guess he's just going to go straight for the high ground here. That's what I would do.
Move order received.
Go up the instability rocks and get on the high ground. Okay, so he's got an enforcer. He's got a pair of enforcers. Yeah, not bad for a high ground assault, in my opinion. So I don't know what his opponent has got. Cheshire Cat could have anything. But it makes sense for ObLoM to take the high ground here, and that's what I would do. Just because the Jaeger mech and the two enforcers with their large lasers and AC-10s should be reasonably decent from a high ground position. So ObLoM obviously is with the Federated Suns, in case that was not clear. This is my first time hearing about Cheshire Cat, so I'm just looking him up here in the downtime. Of course, it doesn't always help that people use different nicknames on their fights as they do on the Discord.
What do you need?
Oh, he's running forward. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Okay, he is planning to go up there on the high ground, so I guess he's just going to use the spider to see where the other guy, where Cheshire Cat is. Wow. He's tucked in there. 2 35-ton mechs. Oh man, it looks all light.
No problem.
I don't actually know who Cheshire Cat is with, so if the Innisphere War guys want to tell me in the comments, then that would be great. Would ideally like people to have the same names on the Discord as they have in their fights, but we can't guarantee that.
Waiting for the right move.
But considering at the moment that the Federated Suns are deeply at war with the Draconis Combine, I'm pretty sure it's a Combine fight.
Yeah. Holding for the right opportunity.
I'm not sure how I feel about just having that spider just stood there. Although he could move it at any moment.
Holding for a tactical advantage.
What is this weird conversation going on right now? Okay. Alright, we have a Black Knight, so he has got some heavy gear.
Waiting for orders.
Yep.
Jump for the high ground. He'll want to use the Jaeger last because it's got LRMs. So if he gets the opportunity to fire, that's the mech the most able to actually shoot. The pit that Cheshire Cat is in provides great line of sight blocking, but it's an inferior position from a accuracy standpoint. So we'll just have to see how he mitigates that. All right, he must have a Raven because there's ECM going on as well.
On my way. Double time.
He's moving the Jaeger first. I don't know, I just would have been tempted to leave the Jaeger till last in case you have a shot. That's 30 missiles you could put on your enemy. If you're going to simply move, I probably would have just tried to sprint up the hill, although I'm not entirely sure that's what he did. No, he did. He did sprint. Fair enough. Just during this dead period at the beginning here, before the engagements really started, I'm just trying to find out what I can about Cheshire Cat. But not having much luck.
They got a sensor lock on me. Yeah?
Alright, sensor lock on the spider. I'm going to use those massive jump jets to pull back.
Roger.
Now you see, he's going for a counter lock here, and that's good. But he's already moved. Oh, it's a Panther, okay. He's already moved the Jaeger, so he can't do a missile bombardment, because that mech has been moved. So what's left is the Enforcer. But the Enforcer, I believe, will require a direct line of sight to do anything.
Commander. Prepping for jump.
I mean, maybe the Jaeger is still too far away to potentially fire anyway. I feel like ObLoM's maneuvering himself into a better position here slowly. Getting stuff onto the high ground.
Waiting for the right play.
And of course we know that the Jaeger is a DPS beast, so if it's not focused fired down quickly, then it can just slowly put the hurt on you. Not even slowly, pretty rapidly put the hurt on you. These boys do not want to fight. No one wants to be the first person to make the engagement. Oh, weird camera zoom here. So we know that there's a Panther, a Black Knight, and a Raven. We don't know what the last mech is.
What's up, Commander? Consider it done.
Now, once again, moving the Jaeger mech before the others. If he gets a shot, unless he has direct line of sight, the Enforcers will not be able to do anything. This might be a really long match if it's played out at this sort of a level of caution. But this high ground advantage is really powerful for ObLoM, so you almost feel like if you're Cheshire Cat, you might want to go all the way around, try and find the high ground.
Copy that, Commander.
I actually think that potentially the PvP mode of BattleTech could possibly do with like a victory point objective or something, that if you hold it for 5 turns you just win, and perhaps have maps designed around that. So a particularly cautious and stubborn player could be forced to lose by an aggressive player taking a victory objective or something along those lines. You just can't end up in a situation where there's no incentive to attack.
Standing by.
Spider's massive 6 jump jets lets it go wherever it pleases.
What do you need?
Awaiting orders.
I keep looking at Discord when I hear that noise, but it's obviously being captured here. And the recording. Well, not much to say at the moment because the two players here are caught in a Mexican standoff. Maybe that will change. It looks like Cat is maneuvering out of his hole
Yeah?
and into the forest area in front. I feel like that Black Knight is actually exposed. And that maybe a Jaeger volley or two could be good. Now there is a Raven in play, which makes LRMs difficult to use, but sensor lock fixes that problem, so. And ObLoM is retaining the advantage of going last.
Sensors locked on.
Okay, he could lock the Black Knight and use both of his enforcers here to attack it, if he wished. No, looks like both players are content to reserve right down to the assault phase. I don't know, it seemed to me like there was an opportunity here to shoot the Black Knight for free and then just pull back on the high ground. Even though you would then be giving Cheshire Cat the opportunity to use a lot of his mechs in a row. If they haven't got a shot, then then it's no good. I wonder what he'll be saying in the commentary. Nothing seems to be happening. Oh, this is new. Now I got the players talking shit about me. Hey, I was doing a better job than that. I wasn't talking about nothing is happening. Now he's got a 60% reduction. That's even higher than before. Nothing is happening. I wonder what he'll be saying. I'll get the final say, boys. Don't you worry. If he's got a breaching shot on some of these, he could potentially get some work done. Why even check that? You know it's a 60% reduction. You've played enough games to know.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
Something I can do?
What do you need?
I'd potentially move my unit that's just been sensor locked and has 1 evasion token first. Unless that's the one that you've already moved. Now the funny part is that if you use the Spider's jump jets maximally, as in like as far as they'll take you, it actually overheats slightly. You actually slowly build up heat. That's an interesting position. The Spider is a bit of an undead horse mech as well, in that
Yeah?
you really do have to completely destroy it to stop it firing at you.
Confirmed.
I am not sure how I feel about this move, but...
Got a lock.
Oh right, a fire javelin, so that's the last unit. So we have a Raven, a Black Knight, a fire javelin, and a Panther. It seems more brawl orientated. I'd almost be tempted to say that if I was Cheshire Cat, I would be looking for a way to get close and personal with my enemy. Conversely, I think the Enforcers and the Jägermech almost certainly are much more effective at maximum range. Although the AC-10 is a mid-range weapon, maybe even bordering on short range, you can fire it out a fair distance.
They've got a lock on me.
Orders?
So he's got a bombardment here. It's not a bad percentage.
Awaiting orders.
See, the AC-10 really does have quite good reach. Really. Just like the large laser. It's not like the AC-20 where you basically have to be riding someone's backside to hit them with it.
Copy that.
Shots fired. And that was a breaching shot, so that was pretty good. Finally, some damage. Woo! This Enforcer is really quite exposed. But the Black Knight, I think, is a little bit too far away to really bring its full power. That said, it will be terrifying in the water, where it can keep its massive armament cooled, especially in a desert environment like this. The one advantage that Cheshire Cat really does have down there in the low ground is the water. Since it's a desert map, you know, the high ground offers the accuracy bonus and there's some good defensive terrain up there with the minerals in the forest. But once those mechs start running hot, there's going to be no way to cool them down. Oh, it's a miss. That seems unfortunate.
Ready for orders.
Now, the Jaeger, the missile Jaeger, has got the same problem as the trebuchet. Only 2 cans of ammunition. So, it can run out of missiles pretty quickly. I actually feel like the ballistic one is better because you get more damage for your ammo. Well, that was a nice hit. That was a nice hit, to be sure. To be sure, to be sure.
Reserving action.
These boys are ready to reserve right down again, I think. Or are they? Maybe, trying to think now. Maybe have another bash with the Panther from miles away. Alright, he's moved his fire javelin right up front in a very aggressive position.
What do you need?
That's going to be difficult to hit.
Standing by.
DFA. Really? Oh wow, he's considering it. If he manages to destabilize him, I don't think he can though. But if he destabilized him and removed his evasion, that would be death for the javelin. It could be finished from that point. But the spider wouldn't come off smelling of roses either.
Up high. Sensors locked on.
Still, if you're going to trade one light for another, trading a spider for a fire javelin is a good trade. Dun dun. Dun dun. He's really thinking about this DFA.
Yep.
You can tell. Thoughts in progress. We haven't seen the Raven yet. It must be lurking in the back somewhere. Oh, the Black Knight's moving. Oh, unlucky.
Yes, Commander.
Shooting from low ground to high is going to be tough. Thanks to the new rolling accuracy bonuses. Although it doesn't make it any harder to shoot up at somebody, but when they shoot back down at you, they have just so much more chance to hit. Now he's trying to decide whether he prefers the forest. $45%? Would you take that?
Moving to position.
Okay, that's the safe play. Hide in the foresty pit and sensor lock.
I've got a sensor lock.
His javelin cannot move again until next turn, so he has got some opportunity here to put some hurt on it. Secret Squirrel Raven. Can't see it.
They've got a lock on me.
It's made of magic and ponies.
Good to go.
Pixie dust. As part of the Romulus Treaty, it received an example cloaking device in case the terms of the treaty were ever broken. True story about the Innisphere.
Commander.
Aye, aye.
You gonna jump down? You gonna jump down when you can jump up? I guess that's alright. I'd rather have the broken shot from the forest tile though, personally. I like the defensiveness that offers.
Lifting off.
Alright, get the most out of breaching shot with this multi-shot goodness.
Confirmed.
Javelin's arms are shield arms, so it's not the biggest deal that they get hit, but that was a good 100 damage. Which is more damage than we've seen since this video started, so... I'm glad to finally see a bit of fighting going on.
Right here.
This fight was linked to me as a really interesting fight, but I wasn't given much brief as to what it means within the Innisphere Wars metagame. It was just placed on my doorstep like a kitten that someone didn't want, and I just had to adopt it, so... Maybe I'll find out what that information is and pop it in the video description. Although, unfortunately, right now, I feel like I'm just watching Cheshire Cat get his ass kicked.
Yeah?
There is very little return fight going on right now. run that spider down there into the Raven bubble. That actually seems like a good move. Potentially.
Waiting for the right move.
Multi-shot breaching shot works really well for these enforcers, actually. It's a really good combination.
Reserving action.
Maybe we should just start these guys in the assault phase. I'm not 100% I would want to be reserving as Cheshire Cat here, because I feel like he actually needs to re-establish his defense. I'm gonna have to tell ObLoM off for capturing all of his social media sounds, all of his instant messenger sounds while we're watching this. Okay, I guess just a move to cool down. I'm a very aggressive player, and I feel like I probably would have pressed the attack there, but there we go. Since that Black Knight was still exposed and still had no evasion, be tempted to put another AC-10 round in it if I could get away with it. These noises, man. There's lots of moves that could be made here, but it just seems like no one wants to make a move, so... My Cheshire Cat is very slowly and assuredly being stripped of his armor right now.
I've been sensor locked.
Nice! Nice use of BAP.
Waiting for orders.
And you're not about to hit that Raven that sat in the minerals there. That's going to be a tricky shot. Go for it. I just want to see some blood.
What's up, Commander?
Well, he can't hide any of his mechs now. But that said, it doesn't seem like Cheshire Cat has got any indirect fire capability, which is unfortunate. Because that Jaeger mech is totally exposed right now, and some LRMs would do it the world of good. Or bad.
Got a lock.
Okay, he's got a lock on the Raven, but it's still going to be a very tricky shot to make. It is exposed though, so I mean, that's worth going for. Alright, the Black Knight's moving. Oh, he's got a shot on the Jaeger. Nice. Very nice.
Hey, I'm losing armor over here.
Oh, that hurt. You could take the aggressive position and get the Raven. It's up to him how he wants to play it, but knowing ObLoM, I think he might want to move behind cover and carry on using his missiles. But I don't know, I mean, he could seal the deal on the Raven here if he really goes for it. He's thinking very deeply about it. The only thing is that exposing the Jaeger is a test, you know, it's going to get it killed, potentially. It's a very soft platform. %50 on the missiles.
Moving to position.
Okay, he's gone for the defensive play.
Engage.
Okay, not bad. That Black Knight getting that massive volley off on the Jaeger was really good though. That was a huge amount of damage. That Raven is truly annoying. I feel the salt in the sea air tonight. You're still winning this, ObLoM. Don't cry. For now, I feel like ObLoM's done more damage.
Commander?
There we go, that's not a bad position. 60, 65, that's about as good as you're going to get, considering the fact that it stood in the minerals. Will he take the shot? Wow, these sounds are really annoying. I know you're watching this, ObLoM. You need to use game capture only, not desktop capture, because you're capturing everything.
Gotcha.
Oh, nice hits.
That hit something good.
Wrong torso, damn it. Don't cry too hard. It's still a very good hit. I have a better lance, I think. I have more guns, that's for sure.
Damage minimal.
Yep.
Cloaking field restabilized, sir! I feel like a reserve down to the assault phase will help the wielder of the Raven. He hasn't quite got a jump into the minerals there. He has got one into the forest. He can't tell whether he can be shot or not, because the cloaking field is blocking the lines.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, the spider's got sensor lock, so it could just
Standing by.
do as it wishes.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah.
Commander?
Okay, so, I mean, I guess the strategy here would be to jump the spider in to remove the bubble and then focus fire down the Raven. If you're ObLoM. I don't think Cheshire Cat has a good strategy right now, except to try and pick off anything that jumps into his bubble, basically. I mean, he could melee this spider. Cheshire Cat potentially has a good position in that he has a great focus fire.
Go.
Yep.
All 4 of his mechs should be able to hit anything that comes into range.
Waiting for orders.
ObLoM here would really love to have a shot right now, but he hasn't got one because of the ECM bubble. It's glorious, actually. I think the move that he first looked at, his gut feeling move to jump into that forest and be in the bubble, is probably actually the best move. His spider might get meleeed, but I'm pretty sure that he would be able to kill the Raven this turn. And that's a good trade.
Sensors locked on.
And Cat's mechs are covered in the finest cloaking technology. But the Raven is now revealed and can be focused. It genuinely looks like a shield. He's trying to get around the filter. I saw what you put. How profane. This fire javelin's running really hot, considering it hasn't really done much fight-wise. Dude, ObLoM, seriously need to not capture Discord and / or whatever makes that phone call style noise. Okay, so the Ravens pulled back.
Yes, Commander. Orders.
He really wants it dead. He is desperate to put an end to it.
Commander?
That's not a bad shot. If he really wants to kill the Raven, he's going to have to risk some of his mechs to do so.
Affirmative.
This differential high ground accuracy bonus is
Engaging
really helping as well.
That's gonna hurt.
Well, the Raven's got no weapons, but it's still got its bubble generator. Oh, I guess the Black Knight's got a shot on something because it's on the move.
Receiving you.
Nope. It's moving ever closer to melee, but it didn't have a shot apparently.
Move order received.
If a Black Knight gets on top of the Jaeger is dead. That is for certain. That's potentially a lot of damage. 120 mitigated by 40%, so say 80 potential.
Fire.
Okay, he's put some hurt on the Black Knight. May have been the wrong call. Maybe. I don't know, there's nothing really wrong with softening up the Black Knight. It's by far the biggest threat that Cheshire Cat has. ObLoM talks like he's a bad player and he has a lot of indecision, but he's actually quite a good player. Oh, nice.
Damn it. I got an armor breach.
Standing by.
That's actually quite a good position. You can't get behind it.
Waiting for orders.
Breaches don't really matter to a spider. It has to lose its CT to really be stopped. It's not a bad shot at all.
Engaging jump jet.
Thanks to the height bonus, it's really improving the accuracy, because that was actually a broken shot, but it still was a great chance to hit.
Standing
And he can shoot it in the back here, but I'm not sure that really helps. So he's been working away at chiseling the armor from the front.
Engaging jump jet.
Okay, there is some slight risk here in that jumping doesn't reset stab damage. Alright. Every point of damage matters. If ObLoM can get another round of putting the hurt on the Black Knight, start stripping its weapons, then I think he's pretty much got this in the bag, but we'll see. If it gets a good shot, a Black Knight could immolate any of these mechs. Alright, the Raven's back on the front line.
Standing by.
Once again, providing that protective bubble. That shot he has there is on the Panther, which is not in the bubble, not the Black Knight. He doesn't actually have a shot on the Black Knight because it's cloaked. It's cloaked in the secret sauce. Can't touch it.
Commander?
Ready for orders.
That is not a good shot. That is not a shot, really.
Hauling ass.
No, he's going for it. Almost feels like a waste of missiles, to be honest. In fact, he didn't even take a shot in the end. Damn that ECM! Curse you, villain! Okay, I still don't see a road to victory here for Cheshire Cat. None of these shots are easy. I guess the Enforcer stood on the hill there is probably the easiest thing to go for.
Waiting for orders.
Wow, what an interesting position. Going after the Jaeger,
Yes,
which is
Commander.
soft, soft, soft. If he gets behind it next turn, he might do some real harm to it. Do you really want to show your back there?
Standing by.
It's great bait,
Standing by.
because depending on how ObLoM positions here, the Black Knight could then just come up round the corner and shoot him in the back.
Acknowledged. Got a lock.
It's got quite a bit of armour, so it's not exactly easy to stop. Oh, he's looking at his Jaegermech's rear armour. He knows the danger that soft rear armour presents. Of course, these boys are using the exact same logo for their mercenary companies, so it's difficult to actually see who is who. Maybe we should have a rule against that. Okay, the Panther's on the move. Nice hit!
Barely hit, Commander.
That's 50 damage on the board. This is gonna turn into a glorious, messy melee here.
Aye, aye.
But what really matters is what the Black Knight can or cannot do. Still, if ObLoM manages to pick off this javelin, then that's going to make things much more secure in terms of rear armor. %40 chance. He'd rather save his ammo, I think. Just the small laser. Okay. I mean, I guess that's annoying. It's 20 damage. Here it comes. Does it have a shot? Nope.
Aye, aye. Holding for the right opportunity.
Wow, I think Cheshire Cat has a real opportunity here to jet behind the Jaeger and do some real harm to it now. Bad times incoming. Taking a long. Both of these players take a really long time to take their turns, so it's quite a slow match, this one. 60 seconds maybe. There was some discussion about 60-second turns because it pressures players a little bit more to actually make moves. Especially in a complex situation like this, thinking on your feet is a skill all its own.
I'm here. Aye, aye.
You know, the spider could go for the back attack, but the thing is, it hasn't actually got a lot of firepower. 100 damage is so much more than 50. It's not just twice as much. It's potentially removing a whole section from a mech.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
Commander?
And what I mean by that is, you know, if you get one opportunity to make a great attack, then you want that. You know, that extra damage might allow you to permanently cripple or disable an enemy, whereas, you know, with lesser damage, you might not get two great opportunities to attack. So having that big alpha is quite useful. That's a good shot. Hey, ObLoM seriously needs to consider here just going first and trying to kill this thing in the back, like here and now. Because as soon as Cheshire Cat moves it, it's going behind the Jaeger to do potentially fatal or disabling amounts of damage. Potentially. And this Enforcer is already running pretty hot, so...
Confirm.
Okay, he's going for it.
Roger that.
Good hit. Oof. Oof. So close. Cat needs to move his javelin like now. And he's going to. And he's going for the Jaeger, I presume. Rear strike against a heavy target should be good accuracy. Oh, unlucky. And he only seemed to fire 3 shots.
I'm here. Standing by. I'm here.
I guess with only 10 CT hit points, he was probably concerned about cooking himself to death.
Reserving action.
I think the good thing that ObLoM's done here is prevent this Black Knight from actually getting its DPS onto anybody. Many turns of potential damage have been wasted.
Commander. Orders.
He's trying to figure out what to do with his Jaeger.
Aye, aye.
Although his LRM ammo won't explode now because it's below the 50% mark. Every big long jump with the spider is slowly pushing its heat up.
Confirmed.
I never noticed that before. The Enforcer has got a handle on the back
I've
of
got
it.
a sensor lock.
Alright, has he got a shot?
Good to go.
Nope.
Yes, Commander.
AC2's within minimum range here, so they're not going to have a good chance to hit. Don't forget the other light is a well, there's a Panther, but the Raven's got no weapons. It's been disabled apart from its ECM. Okay. It's not bad against a light. Considering you only need a couple of hits.
Waiting for orders.
So many big long turns here. This is not the Enforcer with breaching shot. Oh, he does have a potential. No, he doesn't.
Lifting off. Sensors locked on.
Okay. Massive focus being placed on this javelin here. I can see why though. Alright, the Panther's here. Does it have a good shot? I guess against the Jaeger it would. Yep. Oh, it's a miss.
Receiving you.
That is unlucky. Well, it's a great shot, but it is going to leave your back exposed. Maybe the Panther can't capitalize, though. Now that's a much worse shot because the AC2s are within minimum range there. And there. The good shot is the lower one. I think all of the shots risk the Jaeger. I think there's no way to not risk it. Because it's just kind of surrounded and it's kind of soft anyway.
Coordinates received.
Okay, he's going for it. Oh, good hits. That was an amazingly successful shot, considering the percentages.
Scored a critical hit.
Standing by.
He could kill it right here and right now with the spider. If he goes for it. If he goes in aggressively. It will definitely overheat though. Very unlikely to hit CT from that side. He just has to jump in front if he really wants to do that. And it does risk his back to the Black Knight. But his evasion will still work despite his angle.
Understood.
Go!
Here we go.
Good kill.
Mech destroyed. Watch those heat levels.
Fight's not over yet. The Jaeger back is still exposed. The Panther could get something done here. I think I would have lost the weapons on the Jaeger. Yeah, possibly. I think so.
Commander?
All of his gear is running super hot now. All of ObLoM's gear is really cooking.
Ready for orders.
It's not a bad shot. Really?
Position confirmed. Got it.
I feel like Cheshire Cat's just been strung out here really badly in terms of this Black Knight's not really had shots. It's not really done anything. And a lot of time has just been spent climbing this hill. And you know, it would have led to a much longer and more protracted game, but I actually feel like the right move was for him to just disengage and just go somewhere else.
Waiting for orders.
Moving out.
Go! That was a good hit. Huh. Can that Black Knight get LOS on my JMS? I don't think it can. I don't think it can either, personally. Plus the Black Knight here is now stuck in a in a sandwich between two enforcers. A missile-supported sandwich. What is he doing? I guess going for a breach on the Jaeger, maybe? Yeah.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
Commander?
Okay, that wasn't bad. I feel like the Panther is totally exposed now, but you know. Not going to attack?
Copy that, Commander.
Well, that's the Raven, and the Raven's not got any weapons. Take down the Panther and you're on your way to a 4-0, I think.
I've got a sensor lock.
I'm here.
Okay, so this spider is just going to carry on cooking now. It's self-heating at this point. Could probably do with meleeing and trying to cool off, I guess. I'm not sure why there's the pressure to use this spider right now. It's got full evasion, you might as well just wait.
Aye, aye.
Okay. I mean, at least now the Black Knight's definitely going to see some action instead of just being sniped at. This is what we call a target-rich environment. Right, I just finally found out that the other player is Anaro, and it is a Draconis Combine action here. So, sorry if I was a little bit distracted for a second there. but someone finally got back to me. Some of the videos that have been provided have not been provided with any description or even the title was just like a string of numbers.
Standing by.
So apparently this is a sabotage run. Fedsuns versus Draconis Combine war continues in earnest, it would seem.
I'm generating a lot of heat.
Standing by.
Okay. No shot.
Yes, Commander.
So apparently the Federated Suns were losing the war at this point. And so this is part of an attack on a maintenance center, meaning that the Draconis Combine will undoubtedly not be able to repair their stuff. Well, it looks like a good shot.
Prepping for jump.
It is a lot of heat to just keep jumping like this all the time. Oh, you're not... Okay, I was gonna say, you're not gonna turn your gun back on. Ooh, nice. You didn't get the leg like you wanted, though.
Over the red line. Heat damage.
Waiting for orders. Engaging jump jet. Roger.
Oh, the Panther. That's two really good hits on the Panther there. I don't know what Cheshire Cat can really do here. And it was such a struggle from the very beginning, from that low ground position. This Black Knight has just been unable to engage the whole fight, pretty much.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
And it feels like it will be losing weapons before it ever really gets to show off its firepower. You know, meanwhile, the ammunition on the Jaeger has nearly run out, so at this point it's not even worth killing. In fact, the ammunition's nearly run out on most of ObLoM's stuff. Flush. Ah.
Firing full complement on it.
That was some serious damage there. If the Black Knight moves in now and does a precision strike on the Jaegermech torso, it's dead. And he should have a precision strike. Full bore, full power. It would be a pretty big kill. Let's see what Arno does here. Arno being the actual real name of the opponent. Cheshire Cat. Anaro. Anaro? Anaro. I think. Oh, that's the precision strike. Oh, he didn't quite get the damage he was looking for.
I'm here.
Punch him! Punch him with the spider! Why not? Too hot to do anything else.
Copy that.
Yes!
Ugh!
No idea what he hit there, but it wasn't what he wanted to hit, that's for sure. I got problems. Real ones or just the game. So I'm just finding out more information about what the battle means. But basically, it looks like the Fedsuns lost the fight for this world. And so any damage they can inflict on the Combine before they leave is great. Which it looks like they will, because ObLoM's representing Fedsuns here. They will inflict some severe damage before they're pushed off. It's only a flesh wound. This fight is over, it's just a matter of how much damage is done before it's over. The kill on the Jaeger would be very good.
Standing by.
If he can get it. And I think ObLoM wants to get really aggressive here to prevent losing it. Redline all his mechs and go full bore on the Black Knight.
Rolling.
Nice!
Reporting critical hit.
Alright, that is the Black Knight. In a whole world of trouble now.
Awaiting orders.
Is he gonna go for the Panther here or the Black Knight? Seems to me like he's eyeing up the Panther. No, okay, Black Knight it is. It's good chances to hit. Yeah, he's going for both.
We'll go.
Oh, nice.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Well, there goes the primary weapon on that. I'm dressing ObLoM down for his Discord pings in the cast. Don't worry, ObLoM, I love you really. Maybe it would have been wiser to actually go for the Black Knight's weapons rather than the Panthers, but you know, whatever. He almost might as well shut it down trying to kill the Jaeger. Just go completely full bore and try and get that kill. Oh wow, so many misses.
I'm taking internal damage. Commander.
With the Jaeger here, I'd be tempted to actually go for the Panther. It's a little bit further away, so the AC2s and LRMs should get a very good hit percentage.
On my way.
Okay, interesting move. Not sure how I feel about it. Turn off the LRMs if you want to save heat. You've only got 30 rounds. There you go.
Stacking.
Oof.
Inflict.
You have to remember that the Black Knight fell over, and that's another injury there.
Aye, aye.
There is a potential for a pilot casualty here. The undead horse that is the spider will continue to get good damage here if it wishes. Yeah, 23 health, go for it. Rip the rest of the weapons off. He's gonna melee. I'm not sure how I feel about that. And that's only because of the potential of return melee. If the Black Knight survives.
Critical hit.
Which I don't think it will. It's a stick insect now. If it falls over, the pilot will be dead. You got a small laser and a dream. It's a small laser and a dream. Finish him. Well, the cloaking is back.
Commander?
I don't know how much that's really going to help.
Aye, aye.
The spider is in the bubble, so it's not going to really matter. Excuse me.
Copy that.
Oof.
Watch my heat levels.
Waiting for orders.
Okay. Just waiting for the end here, I think. Unless the Black Knight gets some sort of miracle melee attack, this is going to be a 4-0. I mean, the guy's got no guns. You might as well just stand there.
La.
Dead spider. He wants him to attack the spider, but the spider would survive. The Jaeger would not, if he got hit in the CT. If he's got a strike on the Jaeger, he should take it. I'm pretty sure the spider will survive, but the Jaeger is really badly hurt. Oof.
Ah, you bastards! Ah.
Yeah, that really doesn't matter.
I'm hit. Ah.
As we know, the spider will live forever, or at least until its CT is exploded. I feel like the Black Knight should have had a shot on the Jaeger there. Maybe not, I don't know. The Jaeger's not exactly got great melee either.
Waiting for orders.
Going for the Panther. The Black Knight's still got the greatest attack, thanks to its high melee. That should be fatal. Or very close to it.
Locking in all weapons systems.
Yeah, that's the end. Oh, 3 HP! Maybe it's not the end.
I'm out of LRM. Taking heat damage.
It's a very desperate attack, but I'm not really sure such a desperate attack is necessary. I don't know what Anaro here. I don't know what he's thinking. Like, there isn't really much to think about. Just melee the enemy until the match is over. Oh, nice.
Oh, crap. They're hitting my...
Standing by.
Well, that hurt.
Aye, aye.
You know, he was complaining about the damage that you did to the Raven earlier, but the fact that it's had no weapons has really kind of helped out here quite a bit. %. Personally, I would use the lasers because I'd want as many shots as possible. With a melee attack, you might get the leg, you might get the head.
Acknowledged.
Boom.
Tango down.
$18 HP left in the center of the Jaeger.
I'm in trouble.
This is some like really salty talk here from ObLoM, but he's fine.
Whoa.
Yeah, that Raven's nearly dead.
My heat sinks can't vent fast enough. I'm taking damage.
Commander?
That's it. Just kill it. That's it. Yeah, just from up there. Just shoot it. Just shoot him!
10-4.
There we go. Easy life. That leaves a basically disarmed Panther to clean up.
Commander?
Shoot him in the back. Full power. Full bore. Full power to lasers.
Copy that.
Not quite sure why he didn't take the position a little bit closer where he could have used the small laser as well, but whatever. There we go. Lol.
One less target.
What a poor way to end the game, ObLoM. I dislike you even more now. Well, he does promise that he will improve the quality for next time, so hopefully no more pings in the middle of the fight. Okay, a bit of a long and painful one there, I think. I think the right move for Cheshire Cat here would have been to actually just run away, disengage, and go to the mountain on the other side of the map, and maybe trade shots from there. The accuracy bonus and the LOS blocking, the whole facility of the mountain to block shots and provide accuracy really allowed ObLoM to just do whatever he wanted this match and pretty much dominate it, and just beautifully kited the Black Knight around so it couldn't attack anybody or do anything. So yeah, pretty one-sided, that one. I hope you guys got some enjoyment out of it. I have some more matches that have been submitted. I'm just doing them in order, so some will be great, some will be bad, and there'll be everything in between. But as we get to know the players, I think we can get to know what to expect as well. Anyway, that's it for now, and I'll see you guys next time.